YouTube, what is up? Today I just wanted to talk about what it's like daily driving a Porsche 911. I've been driving this car every single day for the past like 2 months while my car's been getting repaired. It is a 2008 Porsche Carrera S 911 997 and it's a 6-speed. It's bone stock. So first, I'll give the pros of driving it. First pro is that it's really smooth. Driving it around town is actually really nice because it's, unless I put the track mode on, because it has like a sport button and you can adjust the damping of the suspension on the, there's a little button that does that and it gets really stiff. But other than that, it's a really smooth ride around town. Very comfortable, very easy to daily drive. Don't really have any complaints. Second reason I like this car driving around daily is the shifter. The Carrera S's come stock with a short throw shifter, I'm pretty sure. Either that or it's a factory option, and this one has it. And these shifts are buttery smooth. You can really feel the gates out well. I would say it's on par with like the FA5 Civic SIs or the S2000s, maybe a little below that because those are really good. They're probably the best shifters out of any of the car makers, so, but this is definitely on par with those. Third thing is just the way it drives. This car is so much different than my Speed 3 as far as driving dynamics. The way, just really the difference between driving an NA car and a turbo car is, you know, obviously very different. The way this car handles power is just so awesome. I love it. Like being able to rev this car out when you're going onto the freeway is just an amazing experience. It's not the fastest car in the world, but it's a freaking awesome experience. Fourth pro is the seats. These seats are great. They're not harsh, but they hold you in really well. So if you were to drive a back road or a canyon or something, they are perfectly functional. I'm a skinny guy and I don't have a lot of wiggle room, so I don't know if someone who's bigger than me would do in this car. I mean, my dad doesn't really complain about it and he's a lot bigger than I am, but they hold you in really well, they're comfortable, they're heated. So I really feel like Porsche did a great job having the best of both worlds, where you can drive this car daily as a tame daily driver, but you can also take this thing onto back roads or canyon roads and just rip this thing. It's so much fun for both. Now, some cons I have for the car, and honestly most of these are just pretty like nitpicky, and I wouldn't say that they're actual cons, they're just things that I don't necessarily like about it coming from different cars that I've driven. So take these with a grain of salt. I only have one true con with the car. The first con is the fuel economy. Again, you don't buy a 911 for fuel economy, but when I drive this thing in the city, which for me is 90% of the time because I live in the suburbs, it gets like, it's saying 13.9 miles to the gallon. And filling this up on 93, as of September 2016, I'm paying $40 to fill this car up. So it's not cheap for the way that I drive, the amount that I drive. But again, you do not buy a 911 looking for fuel economy. Now on the highway, these cars do extremely well. I think they get like 25 miles to the gallon if you stay out of it. But you put it in second going onto a highway, and that fuel economy just tanks down very quickly. The second thing I don't like about this car daily driving it is just the lack of storage space. Again, you don't buy a 911 to be practical, but there's a very small trunk up front, I mean, which holds like a couple skateboards and maybe a backpack. But then you can fold the back seats down too. So it's not too bad, but it's not great either. Again, you don't buy these cars to be practical, but they're also not bad, which is again another nitpicky thing. The third thing I don't like about this car, and I think that this is a pretty valid point and it's not just a nitpicky thing, the clutch. The clutch is really springy, pretty heavy, and honestly I don't get a lot of feedback from it, so it's hard for me to tell sometimes when the clutch is catching. I've saw this car out probably more than any other car that I've driven over an extensive period of time. Like my Speed 3, I rarely would stall that thing out, but this car, I mean, there's times where I would stall this car out leaving a parking lot because the clutch just sprung out too fast. You get used to it to an extent and it's not really a problem for me anymore, but it is something to take into consideration. It's not really fun in traffic. Like my Speed 3, I had a lightweight flywheel and it really wasn't bad. You know, it was just kind of, it wasn't as convenient as an automatic, but it also wasn't as brutal as this is in traffic. But again, you don't buy a 911 to have all these creature comforts that you would have in something like, you know, I don't know, an Infiniti or a BMW. It's, you know, it's just really a raw sports car that actually does a really, really good job of combining refinement and performance and making it into one big package. So overall, I love this car. Another thing I like about this car, daily driving it, is the speaker system. I've heard a lot of mixed opinions about the Bose system in this car, but to me, this is, I think, the best system I've heard in a car. My mom's X5 is really, really good too, but this thing has an insane amount of bass. I listen to a lot of rap music, so for me, it works out really well. But as far as the system, the sound system in this car is amazing. The last thing I really like about this car is the sound that it makes. If this car had an exhaust, this thing would sound 10 times better. But even stock, when you drop the gear and when I go around this corner, I will. As you can hear, hopefully that flat 6 sounds fantastic. I love it. It is one of my favorite sounding engines of all time. If you put a muffler bypass system on this car, it sounds so good. I love it. So that's my daily driver review of the Porsche 911. I hope you guys enjoy this. If you're looking into getting one of these cars, I highly, highly, highly recommend it. I hope personally that in a couple years, I'm in a financial position where I can buy one of these cars because I love them that much. So I hope this helped you all out. If you're looking into buying one of these, go for it. They're amazing. You won't regret it one bit. That's about it. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see y'all next time. Peace.